4 hours.
Like and subscribe. If you do not do,
what's gonna happen? Oh, you froze. Oh, you froze. Oh, you froze.
Yes. You ain't shit. I'm unfrozen now. I'm unfrozen in this piece now. Like and subscribe.
Oh, look at God. That was awesome.
Did mean to mention before the show, there was a really bad storm in Kansas City today, and I didn't have power for 2 hours. It's supposed to start storming more soon.
It's supposed to be a really bad storm here in Traverse City, Michigan, where I am. As you see, as I look different, too. I'm in a different location. As Serda said, I look 10 times better than I've ever looked in my life. Pretty much.
I don't know if it's lighting. The camera just looks better than it typically.
I will say
that you have looked like shit most of the time that we have known each other. And
I will say the best nudes I've ever taken, hotel lighting. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with hotel nudes, dude. They got some great lighting, dog.
That was not on my bingo card, man. To hear today the best nudes I've ever taken, because the truth is, motherfucker, we did all taken some nudes. I mean, we did all got in there and just.
I don't know if I've ever taken any nudes.
Let me get this right. Let me get this angle. Yeah, we did all.
You're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. It's got to be from a bottom position.
I don't think I've ever had a woman that wanted to see my nudes. You know, like a pick, you know, like a little juiced after a workout, like okay. I never had a woman straight up ask for me for a nude.
Steve, you ain't never seen a dick pic?
No. It's not my thing. I don't do that.
They have only been solicited, for me at least.
Steve, come on, man. Seriously. I
don't think I've ever sent a dick pic in my entire life.
Have you ever received titty pictures? Like, have you just been selfish?
Well, I mean, of course I have. Of course I've asked for them.
All right. I didn't mean to bring that up. Are you not confident in your penis or something? Like, I mean,
as far as I know, it gets the job done. And dramatically complained about it. I'm also not somebody who walks around in life worried about the size of my penis. Like, it's done me right for most of my life.
Please don't describe.
I've had lots of good times with my guy.
Please don't describe your penis as Alex Smith. It gets the job done. Please
done, guys. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I
don't know if the show's gonna work.
This is gonna be real fun tonight, guys.
Yeah, don't just hit me with it gets the job done. You're better than that. Come on now. It's weird. That's interesting, man. Good for you. I'm just surprised if you've gotten some nude photos sent to you that you just said thank you, and then kept on.
I mean, I was very complimentary, and I was like, yeah. That's exactly.
Look good, baby girl. Appreciate it.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Thank you. I wasn't just like. All right, back at you. Back.
Yeah, no, I mean, come on, man. Zero reciprocity. You got to have a little bit of, a little bit of get back, a little bit of get back.
But I don't think that necessarily like turns her on. Like,
how do you know? What do you know?
It's wrong. You think that's what she was looking for?
Yes.
100%.
She wasn't just looking for the great job, and she certainly wasn't looking for tricep pictures. She certainly wasn't looking for these.
Looking for like a bit of emoji.
She wasn't. Yeah, man. Come on, Steve. Get it together. Hey, fellas. As I said, I'm out here on the road, out here in Michigan. Nice little spot, man. 65 degrees. I just played golf for the first time in about 6 years. Let's just be honest. And look, I thought this was going to be bad. I thought this was going to be bad. I rolled out here with people who were saying they was like bringing their own clubs. So, like if you bringing your own clubs to a trip, like I feel like, all right, shit, man, I ain't touched a club but like 3 times in the last 6-7 years. Like, and I'm going somewhere golfing with people who bring in clubs or people who regularly play in like these tournaments and shit. Like, this is gonna look real bad. And listen, I'm gonna tell you, I was awful. All right, I was terrible. Like I lost. I lost 7-8 balls, but I promise you, man, it did not go nearly as bad as I thought it was. Like it was not a huge gap like, the Grand Canyon between me and everybody else. Like there were a couple of holes where I had hit some shots as good as anybody. I hit some drives off there, boy. I hit some down. I hit a couple of fairways.
Now, is that saying anything about your game or saying something about their game? Like,
well, I will say their games. Maybe in my mind, I thought their games were going to be a lot better than mine. Like a couple of them were better. Like you can tell these guys play, and there's a clear difference with me that these guys play. They're a little bit more consistent than I can. Like, I mean, there was one Serda I hit one off the tee about a good 215, man, and straight in the fairway, furthest ball of anybody to hit it. I couldn't replicate that shit again. Like not like that. Like I mean,
you got one in you, and then you think, I'm heating up. I'll get in a groove. And that's not how it works.
Not like that one. Now I hit some fairways, but not where wham it curved right around. I hit a draw that curved right around with the fairway. It was like, whoa, I think I was prepared, and they were prepared to give me, certain kind of cheers. There's the cheers of, hey, this motherfucker ain't good, but hey, all right, good shot. It's not really a good shot, but it's a good shot for your ass because your ass is terrible. Nice job. No, man, you're getting I got a couple of them. Oh, wow, good shot. Like, a different, like it wasn't just a hey man, good job, pat on the back. It was like that was a good shot. So I mean, I walked away from it. Hey, I'm good. I can go out here and do a little bit. First person hit that bitch off the tee, man. Hit that bitch and popped right up in the air and went back down. I said, all right, well, shit, man, I might be all right here. That first person went. Because everybody kept saying, man, I'm not going to be good. I said, no, man, I'm not going to be good. You may be disappointed in yourself. First person went.
Everybody says on a golf course, though, like, unless you play all the time. I was like, oh, I'm not that good. I'm not going to be good. And it's just your way of trying to cope with the fact that you're not that good and you're never going to be good no matter how hard you play or practice.
I thought what I might go out there and do is like the bros that went out there and got inspired that first time they saw Tiger, and then they went and dressed the part real good. They went up there and got them.
Yeah, the Sunday Reds.
But didn't quite dress it like you should golf. They put a little Harold Pinner's Men of Fashion spin to it. Like they was clean, but a little too clean. Not like golf clean, but like golf / pastor and wives anniversary kind of attire clean. And it's just be like, man, where you going? Like you're a little too clean, man. Got the hat, got all the tiger shit, and then go out there and like swinging them clubs like they got rakes. Motherfucking just out there just looking bad, like they're gonna hurt. I thought that's what I was gonna be out there doing. And I mean, hey man, first one off the tee, baby, I hit it. Went right, but I hit that bitch. Oh, I hit it where I didn't lose it. It was just outside the fairway. I said, "What the hell?" All right. Took me 7 shots to get it near the green after that, but nah, man, it was fun, man. It was a good time. When's the last time y'all been golfing?
I have never been.
Really? I'm not surprised. You ever been to the driving range?
Do I look like I've been golfing? Like, do I
look like a golfer? Like that. They don't look like you. That. I mean, I would think maybe you'd run into it maybe once. Have you been to a driving range, or is the closest you've been to golfing is just straight up putt-putt?
Putt-putt. Mini golf, yeah, putt-putt. I've done that.
You've never been to Top Golf? Like, I've been to Top Golf. Like,
I've actually never been to Top Golf.
You've never done a Top Golf date? Oh, yeah. Shit, man.
Well, you should do that because it is fun. But I've been to Top Golf several times, but I haven't played a round of golf in 15 years. Like, whenever people ask me to go, I'm just like, no, I just don't want to. Like, it's just not something. I don't want to spend money on it. I don't want to spend all day doing it. I don't want to be drunk at 9 a.m. because we had an early tea time and then spent the entire day doing that, because then I'm just going to wind up drinking for 12 hours. So I always
I used to keep telling myself, and like and every time I played, this is the first time it's changed. Every time I played, I've been to a spot where I tell myself, hey, yo, all right, this is something you probably need to do work-wise, business-wise, maybe play some rounds of golf, maybe play some celebrity stuff. And I always tell myself, all right, I'm going to start playing. I'm going to start getting out because I got clubs. Hell, my father-in-law's used my clubs more than I have. I got clubs. And I always tell myself, I'm going to start playing. I don't feel that time. I don't feel that today. I feel like I went out there and did what I needed to do. You're right. I don't feel like picking up that hobby. That is an expensive ass motherfucking hobby, right there to go pick up. Like
it's expensive as shit, and it takes all day, and you're out in the sun. Like it's a tasking thing. Like I get that people really like it, but it's expensive as hell to like join a club or something where you can go play for a season or whatever during the summer, and I'm just not interested in doing it.
Yeah, I'll pass. I'm good. It was fun. It was good times, man. Maybe we should do that. That's what we should do. Whenever
we can go play frisbee golf for free anywhere.
You're really into that frisbee golf.
Well, you will. Yeah, you look like a frolfer. You definitely look like a frolfer. I haven't done that since I was 20.
I've never heard it. I've never been heard it been called that.
Yeah, but it's an if you know thing, and I know Steven knows. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know Steven knows. It's cool. It's fun. We're here, you know.
I'm not saying
I got a bag. I got a disc satchel.
Sure, I know you do. And it's okay. It's cool.
I'm not even good at it, but it's free.
like hold on, Steve. Like in a year, how often do you play?
I haven't played that much this year, but I would like to get out. But I would say like during the summer when it's nice outside and like spring, I would probably go like twice a month.
Yeah, I'm cool. I've done it a little bit. It didn't pique my interest. I've never heard it called what you just called it though. So
I've never frisbee golf. Why would it not be called frolf?
I'm not saying it's. I'm just saying I've never heard it. It sounds beautiful. It sounds like a fun nickname, an alternative name than frisbee golf. I just had never heard it. That's the first timer, right?
Frolfing just rolls off. You know what I mean?
I do want to get into Barry Bonds, who somehow just now got a statue. I mean, I know he had a little steroids thing, but I mean, he's just now getting a statue. But I think it's
a little steroids thing.
He's the one guy like Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, fine. Barry Bonds is the one guy that's like he didn't even really need the steroids. He just took them because everybody else was taking it.
He was having fun.
But I mean, we want to tell the full story. I know he didn't need them, and he just took them. But when he took them, he just pissed and shattered all of the records that people cared about. Like, I know he didn't need them, but he also hit 73 home runs in the season. I know he didn't need them, but he also just blew past Babe Ruth, blew past everybody for the most home runs all time. So, I mean, yes. And the crazy thing is, look in that photo. I mean, his head like really went down. I mean, it was like there was a moment there where his head was just exploding through his helmet when we come up there, and it would just be like, "Damn, man, that I mean, he has to be using." I just like it would just from his years with the Pirates when he used to have a haircut that I loved, when he used to have the little freeze cut. He'd had a little freeze cut and a long tail in the back. He'd had that thing where it was like almost like a box, but he had the little freeze cut on that sucker when he was with the Pirates. That was my favorite. But you see his face and his head then, and then when he got really knee deep in it, when he was hitting 70 home runs, that motherfucker's head just exploded. And now it's come back to regular ass size with them sunglasses. But still, I do agree, especially in San Francisco. Like he should be looked at as a guy. I mean, he's the best baseball player I've ever seen in my life. Like I like that I've ever seen. Obviously, I didn't watch Babe Ruth and all the others. Derek Jeter's my favorite baseball player, but Barry is the best I've ever seen. I mean, the respect and fear he would put in people. Old Buck Showalter. One of my favorite like stats and things to repeat. Buck Showalter in a game when he managed the Diamondbacks. They were up 3-2 or 4-2 in a game. The bases were loaded with 2 outs. He walked Barry Bonds. He walked in a run. He walked with the bases loaded. He walked in a run, so he didn't have to face him, and won the game because he got the next guy out. But he walked like that is the most respect I have ever seen in my life. That motherfucker can say, you know what, man?
I'm not even gonna deal with him.
No, yeah, let's just walk him. Let's just walk his ass. I've never seen anything like that in my life. He was cold blooded.
I do think Barry's the last like showstopper baseball player, like. Where like when Barry came up to hit, everybody paid attention, and like
you don't feel that way with Shohei or Judge. You don't think Judge and Ohtani are in that?
I don't think Judge is close to it. Ohtani maybe because he's just so interesting.
Ohtani's kind of close up there.
Like Ohtani because he's just so unique and interesting. Like I think he's the closest, but like. Mike Trout was like one of the greatest baseball players we've ever seen, and he never came close to like what Barry was. Like people actually people nationally don't watch baseball games. Like it's a very localized sport. People were watching Giants games when Barry was in his prime because Barry was that good.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I wonder is it more because people just don't watch baseball to the level that they watch baseball then? Because, like, for me, Judge, especially when Judge was rolling for 60, whatever home runs he hit a couple of years ago, like I was into his at bats. Like I was into that. I would, for me personally, Steve, I would put David Ortiz in that category. David Ortiz was somebody. Now I know what you mean. Not like, all right, every gotta have it because he wasn't really chasing the record, but David Ortiz. Like if he were at bat, I think I would stop. I think he would make me stop. I think I would pay money to go to Royals games if they were playing the Red Sox to see Big Papi.
Yeah,
I'm so uncomfortable calling that grown man.
I think he's close to it, but then I think you could make the case that like Manny Ramirez at one point in his career.
Manny was wild, dog.
Because Manny had a couple of runs where Manny was insane.
You remember that time?
He was always like the clutch guy. Like he always came up big in the big moment.
You remember that time Manny stepped out in between an out and went to take a piss in the Green Monster when he stepped out in that outfield in between and out, and he went in there to go pee real quick. We had to hold the game up. he didn't go to the clubhouse. He opened up that little door that was right there on the Green Monster and went in there and took a piss. And we had a whole plate because Manny had to use the bathroom. No, Barry was different because it felt like he may hit a home run every time he comes up. And that was the amazing thing is like we talked about the story with Buck Showalter and the fear to where they would walk him. Barry would probably have 4 at-bats a game. And I bet you he may see 2 pitches that were hittable, like 2 pitches where like somebody, maybe got aggressive and came after him and attacked him. And we see players all the time just miss swings, like miss or whatever. That motherfucker would have his 2 pitches, and with those 2 pitches, he would do like maximum work to make shit happen. It just like dude was cold-blooded, man. And shout out to him. I feel like it's so you don't think Serda, you don't think Mark McGwire deserves a statue outside of St. Louis? Does he have one?
I mean, there's no fucking way. Yes, what?
I mean, there's probably a fan made one out there with like paper mache and like some.
But like Mark McGwire was much more like
that motherfucker paper mache
steroids, like that. I mean, the McGwire Sosa run was incredible. Like I remember that as a kid. Like I was young and I didn't even like baseball, but I remember everybody talking about that. Like Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire, like battling for the home run record, was like something that you stopped and watched.
This one, Sammy was black still.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then
just want to make sure my timeline's correct.
I think he's got some color back now. By the way,
he came back for the first time in like 21 years, and he did look like Michael Jackson. But he came back for the first time in 21 years. Can you find a photo of current Sammy? I mean, it is. I mean.
I think he just resurfaced recently and
I know. Has he gotten darker?
The last time we saw him,
has he got darker? By the way, I just want to do report. There is a statue of Mark McGwire, but it's hidden in the bowels of Busch Stadium. So
is it bronze or is it paper mache and spray paint? Like I think it is.
It's bronze.
It's bronze. Okay. Well, damn. That's not great.
They got that bitch hidden.
Yeah. This picture of Sammy Sosa says it's from March 1st of this year.
Oh God!
Like,
oh my God! Really?
That's what I'm saying. He resurfaced recently and had more color. And last time we saw him, he looks like what's his face from that episode of Atlanta.
He looks like an alien, man. That's crazy.
He looked like Teddy. What was it, Teddy?
Wow. Teddy. Yeah.
What was Teddy Perkins?
Teddy Perkins, I think.
Teddy Perkins, yeah.
He was showing up looking like Teddy Perkins. Come on, find the Teddy Perkins picture. Is that Sammy? Sammy looks good. He stopped putting that lotion on. Look at his arms. Now, right there around the eyes, it still ain't come back, but come quite back. But man, does he look good? That's the Sammy I know. Man. Sammy was one of them guys where for a while there, if you didn't hear him talk, you would think he's from Detroit.
Oh,
if you walked up on him and saw him,
the definite Afro-Latino look, you know what I'm saying? You don't realize what's going on until you hear them start speaking Spanish. You're like, wait a minute.
Man.
You either learned a lot in the 8th grade or like you've learned this for life. Like,
but that point in time where Sammy went through it, I'm just like, man, we need to have prayer for Sammy's ass. What is he doing? But that's fucked up. They should put that damn
the hat, not with the hat.
Oh, come on, Sammy.
God,
like I don't know what was going on in his life at this time. I don't know what he was taking. I don't know what he was doing. But this one's supposedly from March 1st of 2025.
Can we flip back between the? Damn. Oh my
different
God,
people,
dude. Oh God, it's so bright. That's crazy.
It literally stings your eyes. Like, you're like
I'm looking at this dog, and I'm like, can I get a napkin and wipe that off? Is that what? Can I? Or is that what? Was he waking up looking in that mirror and saying, "God damn, this is it."
He's like, "Oh, Sammy looks good today. Yeah, Sammy looks great today. Sammy look amazing." Yo, and the hat, it's just so deceiving. The hat's so deceiving because it makes his head. Is Sammy just drinking today? Sammy got my hat on. Sammy look good. Sammy take pictures. It's gonna be great.
Oh
no, but the hat, it just it makes his head look just so much larger too.
My God, man,
that's crazy. That
wild. Is utterly ridiculous. What in the fuck was he thinking? It
looks like an alien.
There's somebody close. Who is his best friend in the world? I can't. That right there. That might be the best thing we've done on the Nightly Fix right there. Is just show this photo of Sammy damn Sosa. I mean, how did he get back to this? Is that makeup?
Do
you think that's makeup?
No, you stop putting on the lightener and melanin kind of kicks back in. You know what I mean?
Oh, how much was Michael putting on?
All right, so this was one of the most recent ones.
So Serda's just having a blast now.
I can find of him. Is it different?
Now he's starting to come back now.
And maybe he just hadn't been out in the sun as much.
He could.
There's no.
Can we go back to the most recent one? The most recent one.
Sammy's just been at the pool a lot.
This motherfucker looked like Mickey Mouse.
Sammy was spending a lot of time inside. Then all of a sudden he started mowing yards for a summer and got a tan.
What was Jim Carrey, the Riddler in Batman? That's the fucking this one here. He could have passed it for us, right? We're looking at he'd have brought this to us. It'd have been like, all right, man, Sammy.
I got one question though with this picture. What's up with the enamel pins on his lapel? What do we got going on there? One looks like a punk button, the other one's like a flame, and the other what's going on?
I feel like there's some kind of team thing. I don't really know what this.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Oh, it says fire department in the back. Okay, no, that makes sense. That tracks.
Yeah, okay.
That tracks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see that in the back. Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I'm over here picking this apart. Yeah, Sammy look weird, dog. Yeah, look at that, Sammy.
It's insane. It's I feel like a vampire when I switch to this one. I'm like, ah.
Oh man, yeah, that's he's getting Arthur Blank excited. Arthur Blank wants to bite into the side of his neck right there and take his blood from him. God, dog, man, that just
all right. Enough with Sammy.
Yeah, that is.
It's like watching a car crash. It's so just
But hey, that'd be funny as hell if they did a statue for him in Chicago. And they somehow got his face that they somehow were able to get his face light. They were somehow able to get.
They use silver instead of bronze.
Use bronze everywhere else, but then just use the
face
silver. That's how
Sammy look beautiful. Sammy look great.
That's how fucking Sammy wants it. God, dog, man. Shout out to Barry though, because I was not just a few years ago. I was out in San Francisco, and they got Willie Mays' statue out there, which is cool. Took a picture next to it, and I was thinking, I was like, are they really never gonna put Barry Bonds out there? They got to put Barry Bonds out there. They got to put all the. I saw they have his plaques for the home runs and the numbers and where it landed and shit. And I'm like, they got to put him out there. So, shout out to Barry Bonds, man. Good for you, man. I hope it didn't really didn't mess up your sexual history in future or whatever with the steroids you took, and that didn't ruin anything. Because sometimes that shit could go bad. You
can go south real quick.
I ain't gonna lie to you. They got a robe in here. I had it on, and then I thought, I can't bite Osita's. I can't bite what he's doing. The robe is your trademark, and I almost put it on. I took it off right before we got here live.
What's sad is I want this for all of us. I want all of us to have robes. Why don't you wear a robe? I've been asking.
I didn't want to take that was your thing. I didn't want to take that.
It's our thing. It's our thing. It's the nightly fix. We are the nightly fix.
I'm being a little too. You're being a little too damn aggressive here, man.
I'm just saying, I have a robe. I only wear it when I'm like sick.
Both of y'all go put your robes on.
No, you ain't gonna fucking.
Everybody get your robe on. Everybody get your motherfucking robe on. What?
You know what, man? I try to be a team.
Get your robe on. Everybody get your robe on.
Please don't do that again. I try to be a team player, baby.
I'm talking about
Icy White up in this bitch, baby. I got to get one of these, man. This shit feels good.
They are comfy.
It's comfortable.
I only wear them when I'm like sick, and I just don't.
Man, don't limit your robe time. Don't limit your robe time to being sick.
I thought you had a tie-dye one for some reason.
No,
I've had the one
forever. In fact, I think it was one year. It was like a Christmas present for my mom, where I feel like she clearly forgot about me and like found this thing on a clearance rack somewhere, and was just like, "Here's a robe."
That's not true, Serda. I don't think that's true. That she just forgot about you and she got you this robe.
Just like, here, this is robe. I was like, oh yeah, because I've been telling you about all these robes that I'm out here after. I'm not complaining. It's a nice robe. I've had it for a long time. It is very comfortable.
They think about the things that you don't think about for yourself. You know what I mean? I got this robe as a gift from my mother as well, but I know she was thinking of me when she got me this robe. Because she was like, you need some leisure wear for the home, something that's comfortable. Now, right. I'm sure she didn't think that I was going to wear it for, a podcast with my two best friends, but yet here we are, all matching in our matching robes. Well, besides Ron, because his is white, but it's okay.
Well, it's all right. The star has to have a little different.
Mine's very warm, but they're incredible during the winter time. Like amazing. Yeah,
y'all see me sweating this motherfucker before.
Yeah, you're pushing it through the summer, aren't you? It's what you're doing. Yeah.
I haven't washed it since we started.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Yeah, man. Just keep rolling with it, man. I'm gonna sleep. I might just sleep ass naked in this bitch. This motherfucker feels good, man.
Do it. Sleep ass naked in the robe that 1,000 people have worn before.
Take it home. That's what it's there for.
I was gonna say, do you think I'm supposed to take this home?
Or do you think they're gonna charge you for it if you do?
I think they'll charge Parker for it if you do.
If you stay in a hotel that's nice enough to actually have a robe in the room, they just expect that you're
honest to God. No, I'm serious about this. I did not think about this until right now, because like now I'm really getting concerned. This is gross. You think they just rewashing these motherfuckers and just handing them out?
Oh, yeah,
you think
Yeah.
somebody else did? Somebody else
they have like giant industrial washers and industrial chemicals that would like peel the skin off of you if you got that.
Yeah, your robe's gross.
So somebody else been in this robe.
Like I just
said, there's not like
probably taking tasteful nudes in that robe. You know what I mean, Ron? Some boudoir photos, if you will.
That robe's seen some shit for sure.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yeah, I'm starting to because I wonder the people watching as well, like, are they putting this in here for me to pack this shit up and take it home? Like
because if you take it home, they will charge you.
They don't just
That's how it works.
You're pretty confident
they will charge room. They don't just.
If you take that pillow right now, they'll charge you tomorrow.
Brand new robe.
Yeah.
They had it laid out. They had it laid out right there on the bed, saying, "Put me on, motherfucker." I'm just saying, I put this bitch on, baby, and I didn't feel in love.
You got that shit on now.
How much you think they charge you?
$60
for the robe? Do they actually charge you for it? I just always assume. I mean, I haven't stayed in very many nice hotels, honestly.
Have you taken the robes in nice hotels before?
No, but I've only really stayed in a couple that actually had things like that. Like I also don't steal towels. Like that's not something I do, but I know people do that.
I, sir, am a crazy person. I have taken things from hotels, and let me tell you, the upcharge is insane. They will charge you $30 for little things. You know what I'm saying? That they shouldn't be charging you for. All I took was a pillow because I needed a pillow in the van while I was on tour. I forgot my own pillow. And the first place that we stayed at, I was like, yoink. And they charged me on my fucking credit card for that shit. So you've been warned. They will charge you.
I'm not taking a chance on that. But I really like it.
I'm just saying.
I really do like it, to be honest with you. I do want to get a heat check in. But before we get this heat check, I sent this to you the other day, fellas. What has happened to Amanda Bynes?
Oh, she's crazy. What you talking about?
That's it. That's it.
She's always had problems.
I mean, I saw her.
Somebody's baby mama.
Because I feel bad like talking about her appearance. She's had a lot of mental problems.
I don't want to go in and take. It just was like, whoa. Like I knew that there had been some issues and there had been a change, but I didn't know it went like that. Man, she just looks like a completely different person. It's not even it just looks like a completely different person.
Yeah, she got the face tattoo. You're different now.
Yeah, the face tattoo. And sometimes there are very beautiful face tattoos that can be good assets.
I dated a face tattoo before. Bad idea. Piss poor decision on my part.
I never have
because
that really pops for me.
Because it looked bad, or because
no, she was just an awful person. And
she was an awful person.
And it was funny because she had the name Grace on her face, and her name was Patience. If you're watching this, Patience, fuck you. And I feel like God sent her to me to teach me patience and to test my patience because she was that awful of a human being.
Because see, I have seen her. I'm sorry about that. What you dealt with
cool.
Patience.
No, that's fine.
But I've seen her like take a turn where she had like the jet dark black hair and she did have that little heart tattoo, whatever. And she looked different. But the latest photo is just, I mean, like the best way I can describe it is like she looks like Leah Dunham. Is that her name?
Lena Dunham?
The Leah, the woman who created
Lena.
Girls?
Created Girls. What's her name?
Lena Dunham.
Lena. What did I say?
Yeah.
Lena? It was Lena Dunham.
It might be Lena. I don't know.
We know who we know who you're talking. We got who we talking about, right?
Lena Dunham.
We got who we're talking about now.
Sure,
the latest photo of her, she's looking like her. I'm not saying
what's wrong with Lena Dunham?
And I'm not again.
Lena Dunham.
This is a slippery slope. This is why I didn't want to.
Whatever. And again, I'm not saying that Lena or Lena, whatever her name is, Dunham, very, very smart, created multiple content.
Beautiful woman.
Yeah, I'm not saying. Look, I enjoyed Hannah on the show. Yeah, I mean,
I hated her.
Adam
I hated her as a character.
Adam tore her apart multiple times out there. It was fine. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying it is a huge difference from Amanda Bynes that I'm used to, that she's all of a sudden turned into that woman.
You don't remember when Amanda Bynes was on Twitter back in the day talking about how she wanted to have Kid Cudi's babies?
No,
you don't remember that?
It was around. I
was in college, so it was like 2012, 2013.
I don't remember that either, but I didn't get on Twitter till like 2014 or 2015.
She was wilding back then, bro. She was wilding back then, and I mean, hey, look, mental health, dog. It's
it definitely is. I just said, whoa. I mean, that's just not even the same person. Boy, prayers out for her. Boy, that is just. No, I didn't know Kid Cudi had sparked her. That she had fell in love with Kid. What's his real name?
Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know she was. Yeah, very, very, very interesting last name. But shout out, prayers up to Amanda Bynes. She says she's about to go on Ozempic, so hopefully she gets what she needs. Don't shake your head.
Is that good? That was gonna fix her, Ron?
I just said I hope she gets what she needs.
The idea of, like,
yo, Ronald.
It's clear that she needs a lot more than weight loss. So I hope that she gets the things that she needs, not just Ozempic. So
I did all of it.
Some Prozac while we're at it. You know what I mean?
Maybe that's the help. Start. It was Steve's reaction of as he had tried to stay so far away from this. Hopefully, weight loss. Maybe weight loss is the catalyst. Maybe that's the start of it all. So good luck to her. Damn it, man. Heat check. I got to get out of this.
First of all, don't as a segue for your fuck up, okay? Do not be like, oh, heat check. I got to get out of this. No, dude, we're not doing that. That's what we're not going to do.
My goodness. Jesus.
She looks rough. All right. We can all agree on that.
What was that? What was that soccer movie? God, man, I was with her.
She's the way where she played a boy. I don't know.
He's the man.
Yeah.
She's the man. I was into that. Damn.
That was 25 years ago.
She hasn't worked since 2010. She hasn't worked since 2010 in the movie Easy A starring Emma Stone.
Yeah, probably not, man. She had a rough life.
And that was an early Emma. That was before winning Oscars. Look, man,
Emma. We all saw the Nickelodeon documentary. Just like, you know, let her fucking make it, okay?
I did see it, man.
Let her fucking make it, dog. Like, please.
The works, man. Somebody
comes out next week with a full snake face tattoo. I'm not gonna
Man, that's how I know my homegirls are doing really down bad. When something bad happens and they get like a fucking like face tattoo. At a homegirl, they got a scorpion tattoo on her face. I was like, "You okay?" She was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah."
I think she needs to start working again, man. Like Young and the Restless. What's that?
Who's gonna hire her with a face tattoo?
I mean, Lindsay Lohan.
There's a lot of face tattoo people. Yeah, Lindsay get that rom-com Irish
to make shitty stuff.
Yeah, man. Somebody gotta get her on that new soap that comes on the Gates or something. Maybe go to Black. Maybe go to OWN. Like maybe she gets in on
with Oprah.
Greenleaf. Is that still going? Like man, just something. Let's get her working. Tyler Perry, help her.
All right, I'm going. Ridiculous. God, shut up.
You see me with Medea's sidekick.
Moving on.
Okay, let's do it. All right.
What y'all don't see is that he's visibly upset. Even between the heat check, he's like, oh, God. Oh, no.
You just can't tell me there's There's nothing that
like trying to scratch her face.
Oh God, no!
Judd Apatow can find her something. I just know he can.
Look, man, holler at Pete Davidson. Maybe Pete Davidson will date her, dick her down real quick, and then they can start like a hilarious rom-com together with fucking Judd Apatow. Okay,
well,
maybe that's the future.
Hilarious. It won't be hilarious.
That would be hilarious. Amanda Bynes and Pete Davidson. I think that'd be funny.
Got it in her. I think she's got to focus on herself.
You're right. But I just think if Tyler Perry reached out to her and she was on Daddy's Girls too, and she was a part of that cast, it could be a huge help. All right, I'm out. I'm done. Damn it.
Now that we're past that unprofessional shit, today's heat check, I want to talk about Dwight Howard's dog. So I found out that his dog, Sunday, passed away recently.
Oh,
he was a Belgian Malinois. Marshmallow. Anyway, so he was a Belgian Malinois.
I'm certain what you're saying isn't correct, but
yeah, look, man, it's probably not.
Looks like
the incident happened on June 18th, and it was in Georgia, and he got struck down by a hit and run, and the guy just kind of kept driving after the dog got hit, and Dwight Howard was, obviously upset. He took to X and his social media, and he talked about how he never left his side, and he brought him comfort through very difficult times. And, he posted, a heartfelt Instagram tribute, sharing photos and videos, spanning their time together. And he really wants answers. And he said he will not stop searching until he finds out what happened. So first and foremost, rest in power to Sunday, Now, where the fuck is Lance Stephenson? That's what I want to know. Where is Lance Stephenson? They got in a fight like about a week ago in the Big Three, and now all of a sudden, his dog's dead? His dog's dead.
Stop.
His dog is dead.
What is wrong with you?
I'm just saying, I have seen crazier shit happen. He gets whooped.
Lance is pretty petty.
He gets whooped one-on-one by Michael Beasley, and Michael Beasley makes him shake ass in front of everybody, right? And then Dwight Howard himself puts hands on the man in the Big Three live for the whole internet to see. Lance Stephenson has had a hard couple of weeks. You said it last week. It feels like Lance has had a hard couple of weeks. We should check up on Lance. Is Lance okay? He seems like he's been, he might be a little troubled. And now all of a sudden my guy's dog is dead? You tell me that's just a coincidence? Ronald.
It's Ron. And I thought that the Amanda Bynes thing was going to be the worst thing we did tonight. I really had some back and forth in my head in the last 35 seconds until you have just now come out and accused Lance Stephenson of killing this man's dog, and followed up by your backup warrior, Steve Serda, with Lance is pretty petty. He's
a petty guy.
Stop it, man.
He's a petty guy.
Did he not build his entire career arc off of being douchey and petty and fucking with people?
You think Lance called a hit on the dog and pulled up beside it and did this?
Probably not. But
hey, that's what. Hey,
he called a hit on the dog.
So look, y'all call me crazy about crazier things, like my low top sneaker debate with the Achilles tendon and everything, and all of a sudden now it's a thing in the podcast world. I heard Mace talk about it the other day. He's saying the low tops are fucking people up.
Yeah.
I sound crazy till all of a sudden I start making sense. That's all I'm saying.
No, you're not. That's all I'm saying. You can't have Mace as your backup of now. I'm starting to make.
What's wrong with Mace? What's wrong with Mace? Does he not know things?
I'm a dog.
Is he not well informed?
Not on Achilles injuries. No, he is not. That is not his strength.
I had a dog for 14 years. She passed away last year, and it was devastating.
Shout out to Lily.
Hard to hear that.
So I feel what Dwight's going through right now, and that really, really sucks because they are your best friends. They're with you every day.
Okay,
and help you through things. They're therapeutic. So I totally get that. That really sucks. I'm really sorry to hear that. Dwight.
It is.
That's why we got to go find Lance.
It's not Lance, man.
Get
Find the person.
back.
There's got to be video.
A retribution.
Can we stop putting this on Lance? I also
would back in blood. Damn it.
I would now. I feel much more comfortable to say what I've been really thinking since this has started. Now that you've gone with Lance, this Lance accusation you're making. Yeah, man. So clearly these two have, like the Whites has had this dog's tongue in his mouth. Right.
That's what you're focusing on?
Yeah, I'm just saying clearly
that's what you're focusing on.
Yeah, you kissed your dogs. Like
that's fucking
sometimes
it's fucking
sometimes a tongue gets inside of the mouth. It's not what you want. It's not what you're going for. Sometimes there's just a miscue. Well, I don't know if it's my fault. I don't know if it's the dog's fault. Right. But sometimes you accidentally get a tongue in the mouth from the dog.
No, that's very different. That's very different from how you started. You started with, sometimes you kiss your dog. No, that this is accidental. I'm saying to you, this just looks like he's a purposeful put my tongue in my dog's mouth.
I would kiss my dog.
Okay, wait. Putting his tongue in the dog's mouth or putting the dog's tongue in his mouth? That's two different things.
I think
I wouldn't stick my tongue out, but I would grab my dog by the fucking snout and like peck it real quick. Like
you kiss your dog?
You think okay, so you're getting crazy at me because I think Lance Stevenson might have done this.
I'm just saying.
You're thinking, hold on. You're thinking that Dwight Howard put his tongue in his dog's mouth. That's what you're saying.
I don't think it's far-fetched for me to believe that he reciprocates the tongue. I clearly
Ronald.
Like we're really just veering off into all kinds of places.
Well, that's fine. It's fine. I'm just saying. I think he may. I just looked at that.
I don't like big guy either. If you ever call him big guy,
I don't like big guy.
Listen. I do judge those who are dog kissers. I do judge those who are, and let them lick all over your lips and shit. That shit's nasty as hell. They lick their own shit. Right, balls, they're nasty.
There is a difference between letting your dog kiss you and you tonguing your dog. You said that Dwight Howard tongued his dog.
I know there's a difference, and I'm just simply saying I think it's on the table.
I just don't. You can just say you don't like dogs. It's fine.
No, fuck no. I love dogs. I love dogs. All right. Max was my homeboy. All right. Me and Bear had some issues, but Max, I love dogs. I had Max for 11 years. Max was my dog. We ain't tongue each other. Like he might try to get to the cheek and to the neck. Wait, nah.
You just smacked him or something.
What?
Kicked him away from me.
You're lucky that shit cut out. I couldn't hear what you said, you son of a bitch. You're lucky I could hear you, bastard. I know you.
Shit.
That's why you miss Lily. Lily used to lick your ass. That's why you missed Lily. Now you got me latching out. Take us home, Osita. This is getting out of control.
Oh, hold on now. It's Thursday.
Oh yeah, Bob Dylan.
We have music review.
Blonde on Blonde. You're right.
Did you listen to it?
I listened to half of it.
Now.
Did you listen to Obviously Five Believers? That's the only thing that really matters.
There were
Mobile's the song.
There were. I got to that. There were. I mean, that was like 60 minutes of music. There was a lot of fucking songs.
You just took a flight. You just took a flight from Houston to Michigan today. You had time.
Bob Dylan recorded so much music in the 60s and 70s that in the 90s he released 7 bootleg volumes of things that had never been released before.
Oh, the basement tapes?
Yeah, the bootleg series. It was just stuff that had never been released before because he recorded so much music.
I gotta be honest on this. And I do want to give it a chance because I do think I want to listen to it all because I do respect who he is. I do like the fact that, even I can feel it, even though this is in the mid 60s, I can feel it. And this is something I've always known even about his music, even prior to this. Like, I do respect the fact that his shit generally is about about something, and like a story that's being told story. and meant something, right? This ain't just, man, let's just throw some shit together. I got through Just Like a Woman, so I listened to Rainy Day, Pledge
Like a Woman,
Pledge My Time, Visions of Joanna, I Want You.
Time. In these visions of Johanna.
Steve, God. Stuck inside of Mobile with the Memphis Blues again. I like that song. That was
stuck inside of Mobile with the Memphis Blues again.
Yeah, listen. It is like, and you said, why didn't you listen to it? Because I thought about doing that. It is just it's not. I wanted, I don't know, I need a little bit more dumped down entertainment. So for some reason I slid into the ultimatum. But like, for me, it was kind of hard to just, I bet Serda can just sit back and flip it on and just ride. It was harder for me to just sit back and flip it on and just ride. So I do need to listen to the rest of this. I haven't gotten to side 3, so I think there's 6 more songs.
It's easy. I think it's easier too when and you're talking about like a 2-3 minute song. Like, some of the songs are longer, so I get that.
I did like Stuck Inside of Mobile with Memphis Blues again. The Pledge My Time was good. Visions of Johanna was long. That was like, I mean, that was gonna say it was 40 minutes of the first 2 sides. Yeah, this is a 72-minute album that we have here, man. That shit was like that damn Pink Floyd was like 26 minutes, man.
I wrote obviously some of my favorite songs on the album.
Yeah, I listened to Pink Floyd on a ride to a remote. This sucker here, boy, I had to, like, it was just, and again, like, it just wasn't my cup of tea. But I do, like I said, my biggest thing with him, and I'm certain, like, you guys could probably tell me, there's probably better albums that maybe I might be more into of Bob Dylan that could maybe flow a little bit better. Because I think you all said this last week, because I was not familiar. There wasn't really any song that I heard that I was real familiar with. And I know there are Bob Dylan songs that I've heard in a lot of movies, and or like
more.
I think Osita said other artists have covered him, and
more of like the early acoustic stuff. This is the post folk electric era of Dylan.
But I will say I'm glad I listened to the first 40 minutes of it. I am. Maybe could have cut off there, but
all right. What do you rate that first half? What would you rate it?
For taking everything into account, I'd say like a 6.5.
6.5?
I would say I liked Pink Floyd a little bit better.
Okay. All right. I thought about this. And for next week, because we talked about this, and I think you'd like this because there's a little bit of intersect with the things that you love. Like, I know you like Luther Vandross. You know what I mean? And I know you like Queen. So we're gonna
You're going David Bowie, aren't you?
We're going David Bowie. But we're not going like Fame David Bowie. I'm still gonna make you work for it. All right. I want you to listen to The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust.
That's the name of the
Spiders
album?
from Mars. Yeah, and The Spiders from Mars. Yes, that's what the name of the album's called.
The Rise.
David Fall of. Just type in Ziggy Stardust.
That's a long ass title.
Look, man, just type in Ziggy. If you type in Ziggy on Spotify,
I have it. That's a lot. Do you believe there are songs on here that I've heard of?
Yes, you definitely heard the last song
iconic,
on the track before.
Somehow still underrated. You're gonna hear songs on that album that you're like, oh, I've heard this a bunch of times.
This one I'm talking
about.
Hey,
you remember Circuit City?
Yeah, the
electronics store.
Yes, the electronics store. So Circuit City used the very last song from this album.
Rock and Roll Suicide?
No, Circuit City.
Okay.
Yeah. You're gonna hear David Bowie is you've heard 30 David Bowie.
I'm not unfamiliar with David Bowie.
Yeah.
I know but like Osita said, like I know Luther sung for him. Like I know he's a really, really talented person. So all right, I'm intrigued to hear this. And this one here, I see, man, the longest song on here is 4:42. There we go, baby. Got a couple of 2 minutes in here.
Yeah.
Oh, Moon Age Daydream is. Oh no, wait, 5 years. 5 years is beautiful. That's a really good song.
Bob Dylan will rip a 7 to 9 minute song here and there on you.
Yeah, that's all right.
So I get it.
Not bad. All right. David Bowie, and the longest title ever for an album, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust, because that wasn't enough. So he had to add "and the Spiders from Mars."
Yeah, it's very operatic because I know you like Queen. You know what I mean? So it's very there's not a real linear story, but there is a story to it. You know,
I might re-listen to it this week too. Just
it's saying they categorize it as glam rock.
Yeah, he was definitely dressing up in makeup and shit like that back then. It's better than his like brutalist German years. His like that shit was fucking weird. He was just on a lot of cocaine, and everybody was like, "Oh, he's so artsy." I was like, "Hey, he's high. Look at him. He's high."
What's thought of as the best David Bowie album?
In my opinion, this one.
This one. But what is mostly talked about as? Is this one thought to be the best?
I mean,
I think it's up there for most people.
Yeah, The Man Who Sold the World is really good.
Yeah, that's another huge one.
I've never really liked the like Let's Dance albums or because I just don't like that song Let's Dance. I think it's fucking stupid.
That's his biggest song.
Nah. Well, yeah, let's dance. Turn on the dress and sing the blues. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum,
yeah, I know that.
P. Diddy sampled the fuck out of it. You know what I mean? I thought I told you that we won't stop. I thought I told you that we won't stop. And he really didn't stop, and now he's going to jail. But
it's unnecessary.
Is it really though? Is it too soon? Is that too soon?
No, it's not too soon. I'm just saying it was unnecessary.
Oh, my bad. Oops.
Yeah, I did fill this out, jackass.
I was gonna let it sit and see how long we could just sit here in silence for a second.
Why are we sitting here in silence?
Because we just had a solid 2 seconds of silence. So
did we? My fault. Well, shit.
Say anything. Like,
I'm sorry. I'm doing too much. I'm doing too much David Bowie looking. All right, take us home, Osita, as we're sitting here in silence. You're a fucking idiot.